tinyurl.com/core java 3pm notes. Just type this URL in the browser. There you are able to get the total document, whatever the document here I'm preparing. No, every day the document will come to you. At least take image if it is possible. All right, sir. In the last class, just have given some brief introduction about Java programming language. Java is a programming language. It was provided by Sun Microsystems in the form of 3 parts. What are the 3 parts in a Java programming language? First one is J2SE, next one is a J2EE, and the next one is what there? J2ME. Right. What details here are given about the J2SE? If you observe this, J2SE is what? What is the abbreviation for J2SE? Java 2 Standard Edition. Right. It will provide only the fundamentals of the Java programming, not complete information of the Java programming, only fundamentals that we are able to get from this. Next one is after that, it can be used to prepare standalone applications. One type of applications we are able to prepare, they are what? Standalone applications. What is the standalone application? What is the meaning of the standalone application? If we design and execute any application without using client-server architecture or without distributing application logic over multiple machines, then that application is called a standalone application, where we don't require any client-server architecture, where we are not having any protocol, no request, no response, nothing, not like multiple systems, not like remote system, not like local system, nothing else. In a single computer, we provided one program. In the same computer, we compiled our program. In the same computer, we execute our program. In the same computer, we are going to provide input data to the program. In the same system, we are going to get output from the program. The total scope of the application within a single computer, then this type of application is called a standalone application. Understand the point clearly, what I'm telling to you? Clear. After this, after completion of this, how many examples for the standalone applications are what? What are the examples for standalone applications here now? All right, sir. Examples for standalone application is like what there? Calculator, calendar, paint in a single computer. All these are examples for what there? Standalone application. Understand my point clearly now? Next one is what? After this, after completion of this, how many applications are standalone applications there? How many applications are standalone applications? Only 5% of the applications are what there? Standalone applications. All right, sir. Its a direct utilization is only 5%, but it is dependent. Its dependency level is what there? 1000%. How it is 1000% here? I given some reasons for it. J2SE is a dependent platform for the J2E technologies, Salesforce, testing tools, Hadoop, Android, SAP tools, and so on and so on and so on. So many things, the J2SE is a dependent platform. So because of that reason, its a direct utilization may be 5%, but its dependency level is like what there? 1000% here we are getting. Let's leave this one. Next one is after this, after completion of this, the next one is like what there? J2EE or Java EE. What is this J2EE actually? What we understood there? Java 2 Enterprise Edition. J2EE stands for what? Java 2 Enterprise Edition. It will provide server-side programming. What it will provide there? Server-side programming. It can be used to prepare distributed applications. It can be used to prepare what applications there? Distributed applications or enterprise applications. Next one is, if we design and execute any application on the basis of the client-server architecture or by distributing application logic over multiple machines, then that application is called a distributed application or an enterprise application. All right, how many applications are distributed applications here? If you have to this one, 95% of the applications are what are there? Distributed applications. What are the various examples for these distributed applications? If you have to this, there we can identify all banking applications, all social network applications, all e-commerce applications, all insurance applications, all healthcare applications, transportation applications, food delivery applications, everything, they're come under like what they're distributed applications. Nowadays, in every domain, in every sector, in every vertical, distributed applications are going on. That's why their ratio is what they're 95%. Right, simple diagrammatic representation are given. This is standalone application, but this is what their distributed application. Both the comparison here I provided clearly. Lastly, what we have discussed there, J2ME or Java ME. What is this J2ME actually? J2ME or Java ME is what there? Java 2 micro edition. J2ME or Java ME is what there? Java 2 micro edition. What it will provide actually? It will provide micro programming. What it will provide there? Micro programming. Next one is, it can be used to prepare mobile applications. That micro programming can be used to prepare what type of applications there? Mobile based applications. What is this mobile based applications actually? If we design and execute any application on the basis of the mobile hardware system, mobile hardware architecture, on the basis of this mobile hardware, if you run any application, then that application is called what? A mobile application. Right, sir? How many applications are mobile applications nowadays in outside here? You can understand 100% of the applications are what? There mobile based applications. Nowadays, in every sector, mobile application support is available. So many examples here we have discussed there. Right. In every bank, in all banking sector, in all banking application, in all banks, no mobile application support is available. In all hospitals, healthcare applications, there also be mobile application support is available. Social network, mobile application support is available. Take any sector, in everywhere, everything we can do through what their mobile applications only. All right, but one point here I'm telling you, mobile application development has very good demand in outside, but J2ME is not having any demand due to the number of alternatives for this mobile application development. Like Android is the best example. iPhone technology is another example. Because of these many alternatives, no, J2ME is not having any demand in outside clearly. That's it. These are the points we understood clearly in the last session. Got it or not? Right, sir. Good. After that, I given some overview of what we are going to provide, what support we are going to provide in our classes. That information here I have discussed with you. Right. Now let us move on to the points here. Then what I am telling you, the next point here I am telling to you. Observe carefully. Right, sir. Now understand it. Simple representation I am providing related to the full stack Java. What is the meaning of this full stack Java? What is its requirement? What is its intention? At least we need to understand it. Why companies are expecting full stack Java developers mainly? Why it is required? That minimum awareness here we have to provide. Let us understand the point here clearly, all of you know. For example, I'm asking one question to you, try to answer for it. If you take a project, a software project, can you tell me what is the life cycle of the software project? What exactly the life cycle, high-end states of this life cycle of the software project? Can you tell me no? If you observe this life cycle states of any project, no, 1 minute. Life cycle states of any project here. The very first one here we are able to have what there? Analysis phase. Am I right or not? The very first one is what there? Analysis phase. After this analysis phase, the second one is what? Development phase. The second one is what there? Development phase. After the development phase, the next one is like what? What next one here? Apart from this development phase, there we can understand testing phase. After this testing phase, that final one, last one is like what there? Production phase. The last one is like what there? Production phase. Production. Everybody observe carefully. Analysis phase. Next one is what? After this analysis phase, development phase. Next one is the testing phase. Then after that, finally, production phase. These are overall the high-end software life cycle states. Okay, fine. who are going to be involved in the analysis phase? No, high-end people in the project hierarchy, maybe architects, maybe, or like a business analyst, maybe they will participate in like what their analysis phase. So being the Java developer, I'm not going to think much about what their this analysis phase. Just leave this one, not required for us. But development phase, here we must concentrate on what their development phase now. All right, sir. How many types of developments here we are able to see in general if you have to this? There we can identify three types of developments. The development is divided into the three types of developments. What are the three types of developments here we can identify now? The first one is, very first one is what there? Front-end development. Front-end development. This is first one. And the second one is, you can understand, middleware application development. Middleware app development. Middleware application development. Right. Similarly, the third one, back-end development. The last one is what there? Back-end development. So these are overall three types of developments are available. First of all, let us understand what is this front-end development. Simple example I'm telling you. So far, I'm not having any Gmail account or Facebook account. I want to create it. What I have to do? If I want to create a Facebook account or Gmail account, what exactly the work I have to do there? First of all, I have to open the browser. There I have to provide www.gmail.com. When I provide gmail.com, automatically a Gmail page will open. There, login page, you are getting username or mobile number, password that I have to enter. For example, if I'm not having any account, in the bottom of that page, I can see sign up process is available, sign up link. If I click on the sign up link, automatically a registration form here I'm able to get. In the registration form, I'm able to have the data, first name, last name, like ID, email ID or mobile number, password, confirm password. These details might be available. At the end, I need to click on what button there? Sign up or register or register. The buttons are available. After filling the total form, I need to click on what there? That register button. When I click on this register button, automatically user registration will be completed. Internally, our data will be taken, our data will be processed, data validations and everything it will check now. After that, it will store the data into their databases. Gmail is maintaining one database there. In their databases, our data is going to be stored. When it is completed, then we are able to get an acknowledgement like what? Your registration is successful. Here your username and password are like what there? This is your username, this is your password. Like this, we are getting some details. Then by seeing the details, no, just we are confirming that, okay, user registration process is completed. By seeing this, we are able to confirm that user registration process is completed. That's it. Now this is what exactly the work, what you are able to have regarding this registration process. Got it or not? In this entire process, what I'm telling to you, login page, registration page, two pages here we are getting it or not? At the end of success page, all the pages we are getting it or not? Yes, preparing these pages or these pages development are come under what their front-end development. Get my point or not? That presentation part, total view part, presentation part, that is called as what their front-end development. Right? To prepare this front-end development, what technologies here we are going to use? If you observe this point here, now to prepare this front-end application development, there we are able to use HTML basic. This is very basic technology. HTML. Next one is what there? CSS. Next one is what there? Bootstrap. Then after this, what next one here? JavaScript. Then after this, what next one here? No, jQuery. Apart from this, some frameworks are available. What are the frameworks here? There we can understand Angular. Next one is what there? React.js. Of course, this Angular and React.js both are alternatives. Angular is little bit outdated. Previously, it is available. but at present it is an outdated somewhat. But in place of this React.js, we can use what they, sorry, in place of this Angular, we can use what their React.js. React.js is getting somewhat demand in outside. React.js is having very good demand in outside. Understand my point clearly? But whatever it may be, whether you are going to work with Angular or React.js, that doesn't matter. First of all, you must have awareness on these basic concepts. You must have awareness on what they're these basic concepts. Without having knowledge on these, we are unable to prepare applications like what they're with React.js or Angular. First of all, we must have. If you are the front-end developer, you must have knowledge on what they're this HTML, CSS, Bootstrap, JavaScript, jQuery, and so on. These many things here we need to have clarity. After that, we'll think about what the React.js or Angular or some other content clearly. Node.js is not required being the Java developer. Node.js is a server-side technology. Of course, we are having Java as a server-side technology. No need to think about this Node.js being the Java developer. If you are not the Java developer, purely if you are the full-stack front-end developer, full-stack UI developer, if you are the developer there we have to talk about what their Node.js. But at present, it is not at all required for us clearly. Leave it one. So these are the technologies we have to understand under like what their front-end development. Leave this punch here. After completion of this, what is this middleware application development? Say for example, in the same Gmail application development, in the same Gmail example, front-end part is okay. Login page or registration page that we prepared, that is a front-end part. That front-end part is taking data from the user. You are the user. You have to enter username and password. You are the user. You have to enter the registration details in the registration form. When we click on register button, what is going to be happen internally? Your data will be taken, the data will be submitted to the server-side application. At server-side, what that server-side application is able to do, it will take your data, it will process the data. It will do some operations over the data. It will check whether this data is right data or wrong data. After that, the data has to be stored into the repositories. The data has to be stored into the databases now. But first of all, it has to take the data has to be checked or not, the data has to be processed or not. There exactly at server side, we need an application. At server side, we need an application to take the data from front end and to check the data is right or wrong. And we have to store the data into the databases now. For doing this total work, we require an application at the server side. At server side, we need to have what there? A separate application. That application is called as what there? A middleware application development. That part is nothing but what there? Middleware application development. A number of technologies are available to prepare this middleware application development. That depends on the technology what you are going to be selected. If we take Java, a set of technologies are available. If we take Python, another set of technologies are available. If we take .NET, another set of technologies are available for middleware application development. At present, our status is what there. Now we are being the Java developer. Now we are the Java developer. So because of us, what we require the Java and its related technologies only, here we are going to use clearly. All right, being the Java developer, what exactly the technologies here we have to understand, we have to use to prepare this middleware application development. All of you observe carefully what I am telling you. First of all, what we require here, core Java, that is what we require. Next one is what there, advanced Java. After this core Java, advanced Java. Next one is what there, Hibernate. Then after this, what next one here, Spring. After completion of this, next one is what there, Spring Boot. Next one is what there, microservices. After this microservices, what next one here, no, web services. Then after this, like what there, apart from this, some middleware services knowledge is required, and so on and so on and so on. So many technologies are available about this particular Java. If we take Java, for example, in the middleware application development, if we take Python, core Python, advanced Python, Django, Flask, they are the frameworks which are available. If we take .NET is a technology for middleware application development, like a C#.NET, ASP.NET, MVC frameworks, so many things are available here there that we have to use there in the middleware application development. But in the middleware application development, out of all these many technologies, Java and its related technologies are having very good demand. In the enterprise application development, Java is a king. Java is the technology. Java is only the technology, provides very good environment to prepare this middleware application development. Understand my point clearly now? Right, sir? This is exactly the point here, what I'm telling to you now. Observe carefully. After this, what next one here? What we are having there? Back-end development. That back-end development is purely is what there is nothing but back-end system. Like what their databases now. Databases or repositories, something else now. But in the basically being the Java developer, what backend system we are going to use in general, there we are going to use like what there. Oracle is the first priority one. Then in the second, if you want to go there, we have to use what there, MySQL and so on and so on and so on. Depending on our requirement, any database here we have to take. But one database experience is sufficient to work with any type of databases in outside. One database knowledge is sufficient to work with what there, any type of databases there we can understand. Is that all of you get my point or not? What I'm telling you now. Alright, so these are overall like what there, development parts here. Front-end development, middleware application development, then what next one you know, back-end development. These are the developments what we are having clearly. Alright, now one more point I'm telling there. See, different features are available here. Different concepts are available here. No? Observe carefully. Different terminologies are available here. No? What are the different terminologies? No? Some people may not call it as a middleware application development. Some people will call it as what their back-end development. All right. Why this terminology is we are going to use? So where we use middleware applications. So no, nothing. Middleware application is nothing but normal enterprise applications only. Just it is a server-side program only. Understand my point clearly? Okay. Now observe carefully what I'm telling you. Know. For example, you are the developer. You are in the front-end development. That middleware application development is a back-end team for you. Understand it now? If you're in front-end development, automatically this middleware application developer and back-end developer, both we can treat it as what they're back-end developers. That's it for you. Get my point or not? For example, if you are the middleware application development, if you're in middleware application development, then what we are going to say there, just this front-end people, that means these UI people are what they're front-end developers. Just we used to say that front-end developers. In some situations, you may think yourself is a front-end developer. For you, back-end team is what their database team is acting as what their back-end team. For example, if you are in the back-end development there, you may think that front-end team is what their Java developers, like what their middleware application development or front-end people, that means UI people, both we can treat it as what their front-end development. But actual terminology is what their front-end development, middleware application development, back-end development. Understand my point here? This back-end development is a repository. That's it. Back-end developer is what there. The back-end development is what the repository. Back-end in the sense what there repositories, databases. Understand my point? Data warehouses, for example. These are the storage areas. There we are going to have some kind of development. If we take might be project, any project there. Simple example, Gmail project. If we take now, when a middleware application receives the data from front end, when it processes the data, that processed data must be stored in a particular database or not, where the database is acting as what their backend system. Oracle database, for example, MySQL database, for example, SQL server, maybe, for example, all these are come under what their backend systems only. In the backend systems, we have to store the data. But if you want to store the data in the backend systems, no, we need to prepare some tables or not. But who are going to prepare the tables? No. Separately, there is a team for it. There should be a team for it. The team must create tables and all, schemas and everything they have to prepare. When they make ready the database, middleware application development will send data to the backend system automatically. Middleware application development, middleware application will take the data from what their front end. The front end will take the data from the user. You are the user, you are giving your data to front end part. Front end part will pass the data to the middleware application. Middleware application will refine the data, process the data. When the data is finalized, the data will be submitted to the backend system. Backend system will maintain the data in the repository. In the future, as you are the user, if you want to search for your data, just we have to give that search operation toward their front-end development, front-end system. Front-end system will talk with the backend system. Backend system in the sense middleware application system. That middleware application will send that query toward their database. The database will find the data. The database will send the data toward their middleware application. Middleware application will send the data back toward their front end. Front end will display the data to the user. Sir, got it or not? So in a project, in a single project, all the three layers must be required or not? Presentation layer, Business layer. Last one is what there? Persistence layer, database layer. Presentation layer is what there? Front end. Right? Business layer is what there? Middleware application development. Like persistence layer, database layer is what there? Right? Data backend system kernel. In that way, we are going to prepare what there? Application development. That's it. Leave it one. Next one is after that, after completion of this, okay, fine. Analysis is completed. Development part is completed. Then what next one here? When we completed the development part, we have to submit that entire project to my client or not. But before going to submit that project to the client, first we have to check that application thoroughly or not. Whether my application is working functionally, or maybe technically, or maybe my application is properly prepared or not. That each and every corner of my application must be checked or not. Right. For that purpose, we have to send my application to the testing part. Testing department. QA team is available there. That QA team, then we need to send my application to the testing department. Then what testers are able to do now? The testers will check my entire application totally. At each and every corner, they will check. When they completed the total checking process, if any problems they identified, they'll prepare some test cases and they will send back the coding to the development team again with the test cases now. Understand my point, Ken? Again, development team will take that project, they will identify the test cases, again they will work on that particular test cases, again they will modify the code, again they will pack the code, again they will send that code to the testing team. Again, testers will test the total application there. Still, if they find any other problem there, again they will prepare some other test cases. The test cases and the coding part will be given back to the developers there. Again, developers will do what their modification. Again, they will send the coding part to the testers. See that the application will be transferred between development team and the testers team is frequently, almost n number of times. There is going to be transferred there clearly. All of you get my point or not? All right. When this testing part is completed there, then only after completion of this testing part, when the testers are giving certificate about our project, then only that project will be submitted toward their production mode. Yes, sir, got or not? Right, sir. Now to test the application at present, what we are going to use there we are going to use like what there testing tools. To perform testing here, we are going to use something else like what there testing tools. In general, what exactly the testing here we are going to perform there, we can understand it clearly. Manual testing plus Selenium. You need to understand this one. Selenium is a tool we are going to use. For Java development point of view, Java application developers, Selenium is a tool we are going to use to test our applications. So for the sake of this testing, we are going to use what there? Manual plus Selenium. This content here we are able to use. All right, sir. It's okay, fine. Finally, what is the point I'm telling there? Analysis is completed, development is completed, testing is also be completed. What is the remaining part here? What is the remaining part? We have to send that project to my client or not? We have to send my total project to the client or not? Understand my point here now? At a client to home, what we are going to do? At a client to home, what we are going to do now? Our support team will go there. Our support team will install our project in the client system. Our support team will give training for the clients how to use our project. I get my point or not? Understand my point here? Operations team will come into the picture now. All right, sir. Then what is going to be happen in the production phase? Submitting our entire project to the client. Sending our entire project to the client is nothing but what the production. In the production point of view, majorly what we are going to do there in the production, mainly what tasks here we are going to perform there. The major tasks are like what there? Deployment of the project. What next one? Deployment of the project and monitoring our project. Monitoring and maintenance. Understand my point here now? Deployment, monitoring, and what next one here now? Maintenance. Maintenance. Observe carefully, clearly. So these are the various tasks we are going to perform at our like what their production environment, production time. Observe carefully. Deployment. Actually, real-time servers are available. In the real-time servers, we are going to deploy our project. After deployment of our project, we have to monitor the project. After that, we have to maintain the project. Understand my point? These three things here we are going to do at our production. Good. All of you observe carefully. How we are going to perform this deployment, monitoring, and maintenance? To perform these three activities, what exactly the technologies, what exactly the tools we required. Let me give some examples to you, try to understand it clearly. If we take 15 years back, 10 to 15 years back, if we take how clients are able to maintain their projects, if they want to maintain any software project, first of all, they need to buy a particular server, main server, real-time server. They have to buy a particular database. They have to manage the total infrastructure of the project. I get my point or not? They have to take the total infrastructure of the project. The clients must own the total infrastructure of the project. Yes, sir, got it or not? For maintenance purpose, separate team will be maintained. For operations purpose, for deployment purpose, separate team will be maintained. Anyway, everything they have to take in their own way. Got my point or not? But it is a risky thing. Moreover, that infrastructure cost may be high. A single company wants to manage the total infrastructure in the sense it may be costful. They're unable to bear it. If it is a large scale, large enterprise applications, large enterprises, they will manage it, But small scale applications, small scale organizations, they're unable to manage the total infrastructure of the projects. There, they're able to face some problems. Understand my point clearly? Moreover, even though they are able to bear that entire infrastructure, but manpower is required, resources must be required, effective resources must be required to monitor the project and all. But it is a somewhat difficult thing for the clients to manage this entire environment. So because of that reason, nowadays what these clients are doing there, whatever client people they are doing there, they don't want to take any risk to manage this entire infrastructure. Simply they want to give that infrastructure support to the third party people. They're giving that infrastructure maintenance and everything to the third party people. The third party people will take the responsibility of deployment, monitoring and maintenance of your project. Who are the third party people nowadays in outside there who are taking that responsibility? If you observe there in outside, they are nothing but cloud providers. Who are these people? Cloud providers. Who are the cloud providers nowadays in outside here? The best three cloud providers are like, so many cloud providers are available. Best three cloud providers are like what there? AWS. What is this AWS? Amazon Web Services. Next one is Azure, Microsoft Azure. The third one is what there? GCP. What is it? GCP? Google Cloud Platform. Yes, sir, got it or not? Of course, so many cloud providers are available, but these three are the best one. The first one is what there? AWS. Second one is what there? Azure. And third one is what there? GCP. Understand my point clearly? Okay. Finally, here we need to get what there? Cloud services. Definitely, we require that clearly. Okay. Let's say for example, I'm going to use what there? AWS is a cloud here. I'm going to take now. Yes, sir, got it or not? Okay, fine. That's nice, good. AWS is a cloud provider. The cloud provider will provide your required servers. Cloud provider will provide your required instances. Cloud provider will provide your required databases. Whatever the network you required about to manage your entire application, about to manage your servers, everything will be provided by whom? That cloud providers can provide everything here. That's okay, good, up to now. But understand the point here. We need to maintain one server or not? Listen carefully. I'm going to give that point effectively. We need to manage one server or not? One server we require or not to deploy the application, everything, right? Server is required. Okay, fine. But how we are going to manage this server? To manage this server, one platform is required or not? One operating system is required or not? Yes, sir. Understand my point here. If you want to manage a server, definitely one operating system is required or not? Can you tell me what is the well-known operating system for us? Our well-known operating system is what? What I am using now? Windows operating system. As per our awareness, Windows operating system here we are using. We are very much comfortable with the Windows operating system. But observe carefully. Do you think about it that Windows operating system is a suitable operating system for server-side environment? No, it's not at all. Not at all. Windows operating system is a user-friendly operating system, no doubt for that. But this is up to user requirement only, user-friendly only. But it is not for the sake of the real-time servers maintenance. It is not for the sake of what their application servers maintenance. Server-side environment is not good with the Windows operating system. For server-side environment point of view, we have some other operating systems. That other operating system, the best one is what there? Linux operating system. Linux is providing very good support for the server-side maintenance. Of course, it is not user-friendly, but it is a server-side environment friendly. It is a server-friendly environment. It is able to provide very good processing support for the server-side mechanisms. So Linux is one of the things. Solaris is another one here. Like this, you may go for what there n number of systems here we are going to have. Got it or not? So immediately, if you want to take this AWS for the sake of server maintenance, we need to have what operating system now? Linux operating system here we have to take. Is that all? I forget my point or not? What we have to take there? Linux operating system here we have to take. That's okay, fine. That's it. Screen and voice is not clear. No, no, it's perfect. I think everybody can understand my voice clearly. Fine, no problem. Let's observe carefully. AWS is required, Linux is required. That's okay, fine. Got it or not? After completion of this, server is ready. Databases are also available. Database is ready. I'm going to deploy my project. In the deployment, so many issues will come. In the deployment, what we are able to get, no, so many issues here we are able to get. Then we have to resolve the issues. How we are going to resolve the issues now? Will you do that any manual mechanisms to resolve the issues? If you do that manual mechanisms, how many resources we require again? How much it is possible? That manual approaches are not at all good. But there we require some automatic mechanisms we require. Got it or not? For a deployment, for monitoring about our project, for monitoring of our server, whether our server is providing everything properly or not, the threads are created properly or not, the deployment is going on effectively or not, smoothly the deployment is going on or not, all the services which are required for our project are provided by this application server or not, that everything we have to monitor. For that purpose, deployment point of view, monitoring point of view, and maintenance point of view, a set of tools we are going to use. What we are going to use there? A set of tools. For what purpose there? For monitoring purpose, for a deployment purpose, for maintenance purpose, we require a set of tools. Got my point or not? That set of tools are called as what there? DevOps tools. The set of tools are called what there? DevOps tools. The DevOps tools can be required. Almost all 10 to 15 tools are available in general in outside. More than 10 and less than 15 tools are available. Important tools only. Got my point or not? Say for example, Jenkins maybe, Kubernetes maybe, like the Chef maybe, Ansible maybe. Like this, so many tools are available. Build tools are available. Infrastructure tools are available. Maintenance tools are available. So many tools are available. All these tools are collectively called as what they're DevOps tools. Yes, sir, got it or not? Now again, in the case of this production, these many things are required clearly. Clear? All of you are getting clarity on this now? Fine. Listen carefully, all of you. This is what exactly the environment is required to complete a particular project. End to end, if you want to complete a project, no, these many things here we require. Okay? Listen, all of you listen carefully. If we take 10 years back, how companies are maintaining this total environment, how companies are maintaining this total environment 10 years back, if we take, no, all of you observe carefully. For the sake of the front-end development, a separate team they will manage. In that front-end team, depending on the scale of the application, depending on the volume of the application, 5 to 10 developers they are going to take. Depending on their requirement, 5 to 10 developers, front-end developers, they have to maintain in a team. Next one is what? Middleware application development. Team 2. Application development team, app team, development team. To prepare this application development, depending on the volume of the application, we have to maintain minimum 10 to 15 members in a team. Of course, different modules are available. Depending on module, different teams will come. Multiple teams are also be existed. But in a simple example, I'm telling you, team 2, we required minimum 10 to 15 members in a team. We require that. Next one is what their back-end team. This is what their team 3. In this team 3, minimum 5 members they are going to maintain for the sake of what they're preparing this back-end. Okay, completed. Okay, development is completed. 3 teams are maintaining this total development parts here. Next one is QA team. QA team in the sense like what their testing team. Now for this testing now, again now it will be like what their team 4. How many members are required? Minimum 5 members here we are going to take in a testing team. Okay, that is also be okay, good. Right, sir. Next one is what their production team. What is the last one again? No? Production team. In the production team, maybe operations team is available. Operations team. The team is called as what there? Operations team. Now that will be like what there? Team 5. In the operations team, how many members are working there? We can think of it, minimum 5 members are working for this operations team. Yes, sir? Now observe carefully. To complete a project end to end, how many teams must work together? How many teams must work together? Nearly 5 teams. On an average, if we take in each and every team, 5 members minimum, or maybe 8 members minimum, if we take on an average, no. Overall, how many members are required to complete the 10 to 10 project? No. 5 into 8, for example, 40 engineers we required. It's a simple example at low level configuration. I'm telling there, 40 engineers we required minimum to complete this entire project end to end. Got it or not? Simple point I'm telling to you. For example, what I'm telling to you, when the project is in analysis spot, guys, when the project is in analysis spot, what is the state of the all the remaining teams? No, team 1 to team 5. Totally they are relaxed or not? They are not having any work or not? Understand my point? In my company, only one project is available. That project is in what their analysis part. Then what is the status of all the remaining teams? No, they are not having any work. Just simply they are relaxed. Fine. When the project is in front-end development, what is the status of the middleware application development team, back-end team, testing team, and production team? That means like what their operations team. Is there any work for them? No, they are not having work. Okay, only these 5 members are working on front-end development. When the project is in middleware application development, all the remaining teams are relaxed or not? When the project is going on in back-end development there, all the remaining members are relaxed or not? Guys, observe carefully what I'm telling there. When the project is in testing, no, all the remaining teams are relaxed or not? When the project is in production mode there, all the development teams and testing teams both are in a relaxed or not? They're not having any work or not? Means that to complete this project end to end, 40 members team is required. But out of these 40 members, no, exactly at a time, how many members are working there? 5 to 10 members only working. Remaining 30 to 35 members, what they are doing? They're not having any work. It's a waste of the time or not? The waste of the resources or not? Right. If this type of approach is followed by company has to pay the salaries for all 40 members. But at a time, how many members are having work there? 5 to 10 members, or maybe 10 members are having work. Remaining 30 members are not having work. So is it a loss to the company or advantage to the company? Definitely loss to the company. So by having this kind of thinking, what company people are doing there, they changed their strategy. They changed their strategy over the resources. What strategy they changed there? Instead of following this approach, no, then immediately what they are trying to do, at the time of taking the resources, they are checking, okay, understand my point here. For example, this is a conventional approach what companies are following. Example I'm telling there, if a developer is having knowledge on front-end development, middleware application development, back-end development, testing and production, if any one developer is having knowledge on all these areas, no, automatically the developer is a very much useful developer or not? Say for example, Indian cricket team is the best example. At present, what is the status in Indian cricket team? No, if you're only the batter, no demand. If you're only the bowler, no demand. If you are able to do batting and as well as bowling, that means all-rounder, very good demand is available. Understand my point, Kena? How Ravindra Jadeja is surviving in Indian team? How Hardik Pandya is always having very good demand in Indian cricket team? Of course, they're not too much good batter. They're not having too much good batting style. They're not having too much good bowling style. But still, they're surviving in Indian team or not? Why? What is the reason for it? No, they can bowl, they can bat. Understand my point, Keno? So that advantage is available for them. That's why they're having some demand. Understand my point clearly? What I'm telling you. Similarly, in our company projects, in our real-time application development, if any developer is having knowledge on all the phases of the development and testing and production issues, no, that resource is a very highly demanded resource nowadays in outside. In fact, that resource is called as full stack Java developer. That resource is called as what there? Full stack Java developer. Understand point here at present now. If you are the person, if you have knowledge on all the areas, case one. If you are the person, you have knowledge on only middleware application development, or only front-end development application? No. Then companies will take which person at present? No. Is it the person having knowledge on only UI technologies, or the person is having knowledge on all the sectors of the project? Who are getting very good demand there? That full stack Java developer is getting demand. Because of this reason only, nowadays every company is looking for what their full stack Java developers only. Nowadays every company is looking for what their full stack Java developer only. In outside, if you open any job portal, where if you check how many companies are expecting these full stack Java developers, if you observe this, 99% of the companies are looking for what their full stack Java developer only. Why? Because if you are the full stack Java developer, when the project is in front end development, you will be utilized clearly. If the project is in middleware application development, you will be utilized clearly. If the project is in back end development, you will be utilized. If the project is in testing, you will be utilized. If the project is in production, you will be utilized. Then definitely you are going to have continuous work or not. 365 days you are having work or not. So companies can utilize you in an effective manner or not. Automatically cost to the company will be reduced or not. So these many advantages are available. Because of that reason, nowadays every company is looking for what their full stack Java developer. As all of you are getting my points, what I'm telling to you clearly, right, sir? This is exactly the meaning of like what their full stack Java developer. Fine, leave this point clearly. All right, sir. Now in the document, I think already I given this diagram here previously. Yes, now this is the diagram, the same diagram I given there clearly. If you want to go with the full stack Java developer there, how many technologies awareness is required for the full stack Java developer? I give a list of these technologies. Now check it, what technologies are required here. Being the Java developer, let us start with the Java, right? Core Java, Advanced Java, Hibernate, Spring, Spring Boot, microservices, web services. This is Java part, Java stream. Understand my point? After that, backend, Oracle. One database awareness is sufficient. Oracle we are going to take. Then after that, what next one? Basic UI. Basic UI in the sense what there? HTML, CSS, JavaScript, Bootstrap, jQuery. These are like what their basic UI. Basic UI is required. Either Angular, React, JS is required. When it comes to the Selenium plus the manual plus Selenium testing tools we required. Then when we come for this production environment, there what is required here? Linux, AWS, DevOps tools. These tools are required here. Linux, AWS, and DevOps tools. Like this, if you want to become as a full stack Java developer, these many technologies here we have to understand. These many technologies there we have to understand. Yes, sir, got it or not? Clearly, what I'm telling here. So this is what exactly the meaning of the full stack Java developer. No need to have any second thought. Today or tomorrow, day of tomorrow. If you want to survive in software industry nowadays, you must have knowledge on all the sectors. Whether it is a light knowledge or intermediate knowledge or like full knowledge, that depends on your patience level. But as per my suggestion, once you are trying to learn the concepts, try to learn it deeply. Try to learn it completely. Then try to have good knowledge on full stack Java. What is the requirement to get that light knowledge? Understand my point? So try to get the complete knowledge only. So if we have the total knowledge on these, on all these concepts here, then that will be like what their full stack Java developer. Right, sir. This is what exactly the content here I'm telling you. Right, sir. It's okay, fine. Let's move on to the point here. Full stack Java development, it's okay, fine. Now, observe carefully regarding these courses, regarding this full stack Java or whatever it may be. Finally, what Durgasoft is providing batches. What exactly the Durgasoft is providing batches for Java programming. What batches are available? If you observe this clearly, overall we are providing 4 types of batches for Java application, Java development. What are the 4 types of batches here? Observe carefully. Batch 1, only core Java. If you want to learn only core Java, it's okay, fine. We can continue with that. Next one is a basic package. It's a separate package, basic package. There we are able to have core Java, advanced Java, Oracle, and basic UI. Only these 4 are coming there inside this basic Java package. Complete Java package. Complete Java package. Its main focus is on only Java, complete Java, total Java. Remaining things here we are able to get only this. Core Java, Advanced Java, Hibernate, Spring Boot, microservices, web services. This entirely Java stream, Oracle and basic UI. Only these 2 only here we are able to get. Understand it clearly. But if we come for this full stack Java, these 14 to 15 subjects here we are going to understand. But out of all of them, the red color box, whatever the box here I provided, Java stream, that myself I will take the responsibility. My responsibility is what they right from core Java to up to web services. That is my responsibility. Yes, sir. All of you are getting it or not? What I'm telling you know. All right, sir. Then core Java, advanced Java, Hibernate, Spring Boot, microservices, and web services. These many technologies here I'm going to teach part of this full stack Java. Remaining courses are taken by some other trainers, good trainers at Durga Soft. Already we had very good trainers there at Durga Soft. They will take the responsibility of all this remaining content. Yes, sir. All of you are getting it or not? What I'm telling there now. So these are the 4 types of batches here we are going to conduct in Durga Soft. So these are the durations here, but minimum durations I'm telling there. But depending on the technology, depending on the understanding level, the duration may be increased. These are roughly we are providing some durations there, but it's going to be increased. About this full stack Java, minimum 7 months of time, but max 8 months of time. Within that, we are going to complete it. Why? Because it's like nearly what there 14 to 15 subjects here we have to teach. Understand my point? Out of all these 14 to 15, no, some technologies may take long time, but some other technologies may be completed within short time. Understand it clearly. But on an average, I'm telling there, overall 7 months of time, 7 to 8 months of time, we are going to take to complete this what there, the total full stack Java development. Yeah, nowadays it's a very good demand is going on for this. Every developer is going to, every company is looking for full stack Java developers only. So behalf of Durgasoft, we are providing these many courses clearly. Once again, I'm telling to you, only core Java, only individual Java you want to learn, you can learn it. Basic Java, complete Java, and full stack Java. In this way here, we are able to identify the content. Yes, sir. If you're getting it or not, what I'm telling you now. Okay. All right, sir. Then apart from this, what else here? What we are going to understand there? Nothing. All right, now it's okay. Then if we come for this total content here, I'm going to start this core Java classes from today itself. Just before going to start core Java, I think so you might be receiving a WhatsApp message with the total syllabus, what we are having inside the full stack Java. You might be receiving that in the yesterday's class or maybe today also. You're able to get before after completion of this class immediately. Or else still if you are not getting that message there, go to our office. There the total full stack Java syllabus content is available. We can get it there. We can identify the content. Got it or not? What I'm telling you now. All right. Now let's move on to the point here. My responsibility is what the total Java. In the total Java, core Java, advanced Java, Hibernate, Spring Boot, microservices, and web services. I will take the responsibility. As part of which, what exactly the content here I'm going to be covered in core Java. Before going to start this core Java, at least I need to give some information there. What content here I'm going to cover inside the core Java. If you observe this, all right, what exactly the topics here I'm going to be covered. Just I'm going to give list of topics. No, try to understand one time here. Just I'm going to give list here. I'm not going to give any explanation. Effectively, we are going to start this content now anyway. But understand this clearly. Introduction part, first one. Next one is what there. Steps to prepare first Java application. After that, language fundamentals. After this language fundamentals, object orientation. This is the most important one. If you want to give stars there we can give 100 stars. To represent the importance, if you want to give stars there we can give 100 stars for it. All right, so this is object orientation. It's the most important topic in entire Java. Right. Next one is what there. After this, wrapper classes. After this wrapper classes, next one is inner classes. After this inner classes, next one is what there. Packages. After this packages, string operations. Then after this string operations, exception handling. After completion of this exception handling, multi-threading. After this multi-threading, IO streams. After this IO streams, next one is what there. Networking. Next one is what there. RMI, remote method invocation. After completion of this, arrays. After this arrays, collection framework. Again, collection framework, if you want to give stars there, here we have to give 100 stars for this. Now here, string operations is also one of the weightage content. If you want to give 50 stars here, we can give. Exception handling is also one of the important one. There also we can give 50 number of stars. Multi-threading, if you want to give priority there, there also we have to give what there 50 stars here we have to provide. IOSIMs is okay. Some topics are important. There we have to give 25 stars. Networking and RMA not important. Okay? Just anyway we can leave it. RS is a normal concept only. Next level of RS is nothing but collection framework. Extension of RS is what there collection framework. It will have very good demand that we have to understand effectively. Understand my point clearly? After completion of this, next one is what there generics is a normal topic only. Next one is what there internationalization. What next one here? Internationalization. This is another topic. Next one is what there JVM architecture. Then after this JVM architecture, garbage collection. After this garbage collection, reflection API. After this reflection API, annotations. Again, this annotation is an important thing for us. There we can give what the 25 stars if you want to provide this. After this, outdated topics are available, guys. GUI is available. AWT and what next one? Spinga. These two are outdated. So not required to discuss about these concepts here. If we want to see that content there, I have already set up videos. In my previous batches, I given these classes there, taken these classes. That video support I will provide to you. No need to worry for it. But these two are outdated. Totally we can avoid these two concepts here. But in the list I'm giving there, at least I'm able to give the video support to you, but we can remove these concepts clearly. After this, after completion of this, 1 minute, sir. After completion of this, then what I'm telling to you. So next one is AWT and Spring. Then after this, regular expressions is another concept here. Regular expressions in a data validations. We are going to use this regular expressions here. After completion of this, we are going to understand Java 8 version features. Inside the Java 8 version features, so many topics are available there. Like Lambda expressions are available, functional interfaces are available, Stream API is available, data-time library is available. So many concepts are available, important topic. There I'm going to discuss about it. Answer my point clearly. After this, after completion of this, another thing is like what there, Java 9 version features. Java 9 version features. So many topics are available here also. In Java 9 version features there. Like what there, what features now? JPMS is available. Module system. Next one, JShell is available. Understand it here. And then after that, some improvements over the interfaces like small topics are available here. That we are going to understand. After completion of this, the next one is what there? Java 10 version features. From this Java 10 version features onwards, and so on, 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 and so on. How many topics here we are able to have there? If you observe this clearly, number of concepts are available here now. Number of topics are available. From that point onwards, versions here we are going to understand. Almost all, we can understand it clearly, nearly 38th topic. 38th one is like what there? We can identify this Java 20th version feature. As of now, the latest version we thought of it is what there? Java 20th version. Up to that latest version here, we are going to understand. Yes, sir. Got it or not? All right, sir. But right from Java 10 version onwards, at each and every version, 2 to 3 new main features only. We are able to have that. Less number of features. But in Java 8 and 9, so many features are available there clearly. Observe carefully what I am telling you. So many features are available in Java 8 and 9 here. So we are going to understand one by one all the concepts. Almost all, nearly 38 to 40 topics are available inside the core Java. It's a huge content. Content-wise, concepts-wise, is a huge syllabus. Just only titles are given there. If we take any title, it may take some hours of time, days of time. We are going to teach there. Understand my point, Kiana? So whatever it may be, content-wise, very good content here I'm going to discuss with you. As I got my point or not? For each and every topic, we have to appear for some exams. Written tests also we are going to be conducted on each and every topic. Understand it clearly. Even for introduction also. For introduction onwards, we are going to have what there? Some written test kind of things. Now, at the end of the core Java, if time is possible, then we will plan for mock interviews also. Mock interviews also we are planning there. Why? Because we are going to be ready for interviews in outside. By this next March or April, again market will get very good boom for software industry next March or April. They are waiting for the event. At present, still dry season is going on. Nobody is on like what they recruiting the people in outside there. It may take some time here, months of time. Maybe in the next March or April, again that boom will come there. By the time you should be ready with the technology. If any interview is coming there, you must be selected there in that companies. Understand it clearly. So because of that reason, meanwhile we have to complete the content clearly. All right, sir. Now these are the syllabus here what we are going to provide inside the core Java that we are providing clearly. Got it or not? Right, sir. Then after this, after completion of this point here, so the next point is what there? We have to start that introduction content here. All of you observe carefully. We have to start with what there? Introduction. Yeah, we need to go with what there? Introduction part here. Inside this introduction also, what topics here I'm going to discuss with you. First one is Java history. First topic. Second one is what there? Differences between Java and others. Others in the sense like what there? C and C++. Java features. Next one is what there? Java naming conventions. After this Java naming conventions, Java programming format. Java programming format. Right, sir. Now these are the 5 topics that we are going to understand. Inside this introduction part, we can understand. All right, sir. Now, one more point here. Anyway, then the total syllabus and everything, I will take the responsibility. If you have any, if you want to get the total syllabus there at front office, we can get the total syllabus here. It's okay, fine. But one small information related to the class timings, no. Anyway, then try to understand it clearly. Demo classes here I'm taking at what time here? No, 3 o'clock. I announced these classes here. Observe carefully. 3 to 4:30. Then one more point here I'm telling to you. Observe carefully. Full stack Java. If you think about the full stack Java, what timings here we are going to follow? If you observe this point clearly. First one is we are starting these classes like what there? 3 p.m. to 4:30 p.m. is the class schedule I given. This demo class here I'm telling you. Observe carefully. But in this demo class, what I'm telling there, introduction here I'm going to take. Observe carefully. Introduction here I'm going to take. But in the future, please recognize here itself. In the future, I'm going to take your classes there 4:30 p.m. to 6 p.m. That means max our classes are going to be happen in these 2 schedules only. In core Java, first of all, let me complete this core Java syllabus here. Introduction I'm going to take here. Later on, we have to attend for the courses at what time here? 4:30 to 6 o'clock. This is our official time here now. Second topic onwards, application development onwards. We are going to continue the remaining part of the course in this time only. The total like what there? Java 20th version feature. Right, sir. Max we can understand it here 3 to 4:30. Maybe 1 week to 1.5 weeks of time we have to attend. Understand my point here. Later on we have to attend the class at what time here? No, 4:30 to 6. No, not immediate change here. No. Then after a few days of time, I will take your classes at what time here? No, 4:30 to 6 p.m. Please recognize this change here. No. Apart from this, I'm not having any changes in our content. After that, okay, core Java classes here I'm going to take like this. Next, my total Java, core Java, advanced Java, Hibernate, Spring Boot, microservices. All these courses are going on in these 2 timings only, 3 to 4:30 and 4:30 to 6. If I complete core Java, might be when I complete some topics at 3 to 4:30, introduction part here. After a few days of time, I will start advanced Java parallel to core Java at 3 to 4:30. When I complete this core Java, there I will start what there? Hibernate here. When I complete advanced Java at 3 to 4:30, I may start Spring Framework. When I complete this like a Hibernate at advanced Java at 4:30 to 6, no, then I will start Hibernate. Like this, overall, the total Java I'm going to complete in these 2 timings only. Sir, got it or not? But core Java timing, permanent time for you is what there? 4:30 to 6. Few days of time only I'm going to take at what time here? 3 to 4:30. But the total full stack Java up to my classes, up to Java course, up to Java stream, core Java, advanced Java, Hibernate, Spring Boot, microservices, web services, these 7 courses are going to be happen in these 2 timings only. The remaining courses you can plan at remaining timings now. Maybe after 6 o'clock up to 9 o'clock classes are going in at Durga Soft. And then morning also classes are going to be happen at Durga Soft. We can check the possibility we can attend at any other remaining time now. Once you are going to join with the full stack Java or complete Java or with my Java classes, no, definitely we have to preserve these 2 timings for the sake of my classes. No. The remaining times, remaining classes, we can attend in the remaining time. Time to time, continuously batches are going to be started at Durga Soft there. Other faculty classes also. We are able to get messages from our head office, that means our front office there. As per that, we can react and we can go for what there the classes now, Oracle classes maybe and all. Along with the core Java, what courses you can join immediately? UI classes we can start, Oracle classes we can start there. UI classes and Oracle classes, both the classes we can start there along with this content here whenever the batches are going to be start. Not only this, DevOps also we can start immediately. Along with the core Java, we can start UI, Oracle and DevOps. No relation between Java and these concepts there. No. We can start immediately with these classes. Yes, sir. I'll forget my point or not. But Java related in the sense, these two timings I'm going to occupy, I'm going to take. You must assign these two slots for the sake of Java only. Remaining time, we can go with the remaining classes there clearly. Right, sir. Now, this is the total awareness here I'm telling you. Information here we are going to understand clearly. Okay, fine. All right, sir. Offer Java for you. That's what I'm telling there. We can go for these remaining classes at any remaining time, your possible time. But continuous batches are going to be start at Durga shop there continuously. That we can plan for it anyway. But time to time, we are able to get messages, sir. When the new batches are going to be started there, we are able to get messages and you are able to receive a call and we are able to get mail. But almost all three communications, three channels our people are going to use to send information to you. Not only that, inside our classes also, I'm going to give some announcements there so that you can plan for it clearly as per our requirements. Okay, right, sir. That's okay, fine. Anything else apart from this? No. Shall we start the actual content tomorrow? Right, just a brief review I've given there, everything I've completed there. The remaining part is what there. Directly, I want to start Java history from tomorrow onwards. Tomorrow onwards, we are going to understand what there Java history. Clear? Am I clear? Right, sir. Thank you, sir. Thanks a lot for attending these sessions. No. Tomorrow onwards, we will start effectively the Java official syllabus. I'm going to start core Java syllabus. I'm going to start and tomorrow onwards. We are planning for it clearly. Right, sir. Thank you. Thanks a lot. Till meet on tomorrow. Yeah, that projects are not like separated. Part of the course automatically the project related content we are going to deliver. Not like any separate course like what there is might be a real-time project or something else. Yes, Devyani. Just part of the course automatically module wise depending on the topic we are going to discuss with you clearly. Okay. This is what I'm planning. Okay. కొన్నే ఉంటాయి అవి. Yeah, thank you guys. Thanks a lot. And guys, I think so. There is an offer for you for full stack there. I think today is the last date for this offer. Just we can contact with our admin people there regarding this full stack Java related content here. Then our admin people will give what I'm telling to you. Our admin people will give clarity on it. I think today is the last day for this offer. Almost 10,000 rupees is going to be less in this particular offer. Just try to check with that. Then you're able to get it clearly. Okay. Right, guys. Just you can contact with admin people. They'll be in touch with you regarding that. Thank you. Thanks a lot. Tomorrow onwards, we are going to start our content effectively. The main content we are going to start. Yeah. Thank you guys. Thanks a lot. Till meet on tomorrow. Yeah. Use the same link to attend for the class on tomorrow.